Welcome back. So, I know no one's here right now, but I will be starting all right, so I'm gonna turn that on. Basically, I'm gonna finally start streaming on a set schedule. Uh Try to get on a routine, and then that way people can know when I'm on and stuff instead of when I randomly decide to go online. So anyways, let's get to it. So what I'm working on again, I'm still deep into the werewolf versus attack animation. So um, I go here, I have to move her way up, and I can't connect like that. Let's go ortho. All right, it looks good. Let's see. So basically, my action camera stuff works, but the camera, if you watch over here on the left, the camera is positioned in the world space. So all the camera stuff is going to happen not with the player characters. So what I need to do is I'm going to convert this from being the action camera in the scene, but to the action camera on the unit. So the units are going to now have an action camera on them. That's going to have higher. So they currently have two cameras once my Cinemachine set up. I got my main camera for when you're picking what to do and rotating and moving. That's the main camera. And then when you pick an action, the action camera turns on and it does its thing. But using the action camera in a timeline, so I'm using a Unity timeline to create this animation. So if I hit play, I'll get it looks much cooler with the camera, but so this is all using Unity timeline, and this camera's over here instead of with my guys here at 0. I put the attacker at 000, and then I moved the victim or the defender until they were in the right position for the hand swinging. And then now I got that offset. So it's 1.39 is about right for this animation. I want the player to move to this position when I start the time. Move to this position, then I'll start the timeline. What's up, man? What's cracking? So right now I'm not positioning anything in the timeline. Oh, nice. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight. I don't know why, but we have RC Cola. Like, I haven't seen RC Cola in forever. So again, so basically what I'm going to do now is take this action camera. Oh shit. Go back there. Now the werewolf hasn't, okay, hold on. I'm going to add a virtual camera, Cinemachine. There we go. So we're going to add a Cinemachine virtual camera to the unit action camera. I'm going to put the priority at 60. Oh. I'm going to disable it by default, priority at 60. And then let's go to the timeline. So now I'm going to drag this guy here. And I'm going to drag this guy here. Oh, I guess I need an animator. I didn't. Okay. All right. Now, if I hit play, it's totally effed. Okay, great. Cool. That's cool. Why didn't I have the Cinemachine? Oh, it's not enabled, that's why. Like, where's the gizmo? So I'm gonna bring this up. Its default position shall be I don't know, something like that. Actually, I don't want the rotation, actually. Why did that appear out of nowhere? Alright, so do we got rotation? No rotation. We'll leave it at that. Alright, there's the default action camera position. Now, on the timeline down here, I've got the unit action camera. I've got the animator on there. Now, if I run through the timeline, I was going to say, where the hell is it? Oh, shit. It's way over here. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because I didn't... No, it should be local space. So as I move... Yeah, it's doing it perfectly over here like it should. But it's not syncing itself up. What if I zero out the position? All right, man. It should be moving in relative space. This camera is a child of the werewolf. Man, I don't want to have to redo this. Animation window is linked to the timeline editor. Press to unlink. No, I don't want to. What is it? Thinking. I was just reading about this. There it is. Okay. So you have planets under sun. You may still want an animation to be absolute global, even if it looks flat for whatever reason. But then play a global space. Image component overrides values and transform. That's how you get world space animation. What you're suggesting is an animation should add values to transform that would that how you would get local space animation, which means animation component would have to store the original value somewhere, and then if you want to change to world space on the animation, it's on which animation is played, you have to change it. Hold on here. This is a tricky topic. You can use a script to offset an animation by applying the offset during late update. It won't work during update because the transform values will get overridden by the animation. As pointed out by Paulus, animation clip simply sets values to the transform. You can add your own values to the transform afterwards. Oh, badass. Okay, that's all I need to do here then. It kind of sucks. You just need to place the animated object inside an empty parent object. The animation will then be positioned in the parent's coordinate space. You can then move the parent to reposition the visible object. Oh, I did it wrong. I think I know what's wrong. So I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to 0, 0, 0 it. Take the rotation out. I'm going to empty parent it. Now I'm going to take the parent. Hold on. Under the werewolf. Ah. Okay. So now, hopefully, I doubt this will work, but hopefully, if I move this around, damn it, it's still over here in world space. So no matter where I position, let me think here. Either you clone and hide, or you disable inconvenient scripts and use the existing instances. In either case, it's up to you to figure out what works for your game logic. You need to animate the dragger object with a given rig and bind the instance you want to use at runtime through playable director. As for getting a timeline, I implemented a cutscene that is to take place where the action ends. In practice, I want some characters to walk in and grab another character by hand and walk out. Now, the problem obviously is that the other character's initial location depends on the scene and can vary within a scene depending on it. How do I position the game objects so they start from the same offset relative to the character being dragged out? Now assume that the character doing the dragging will also be a game object from the scene, although I guess a way around that would be to hide the original and clone it to the correct spot, then animate weight variable in the IK rig to do the arm grabbing. I just did similar in my project, but not the best solution. I hope I can give you an idea. My solution are create relative position and rotation manually. In my case, find the relative position by using the matrix's multiplication. I mean world to local space and back to world local space, blah, blah, blah. So I guess I don't, There's other people that have this question here, obviously. So the timeline, again, like I said, my camera doesn't follow the characters when I play my timeline animation. It's over here, you know, back where I originally made it in world space. I need it to be in local space. Well, that's awesome. There we go. Oh my God, it says parenting works. How come it's not working for me? It is parented. I might have to redo the keying. Maybe that matters. Now I don't have a key. Oh, okay. I think this is it. I don't have an initial key. So I'm going to go 0, 0, 0. We're going to key it right here. So now we're keyed at 0, and maybe this will work now. So there it is. Now if I hit play, no, I think it went back over. Hold on, let's see. Oh my gosh. So I think I have to redo the keys. That's what I'm going to do. I hate it, but I'm going to do it. So it'd be best if I moved these guys back to where I first animated it. Delete, well, go to this key, get the camera in position, delete the key, rekey, and now it'll be, okay, yeah, it'll be, yeah, this animation has got values way out in the X, Y, and Z, and it is doing it in local space, but it's putting it, yes, it's basically where it was. So I need to reanimate this in local space, and I think I'll be Gucci. The best way to do that is to put it where it was, I think. So it's over here. So this is me looking down at the player. So I think, oh, why is it way down there? I'm just going to have to redo it. That's going to be the easiest, I guess. All right, so, oh, I'm going to make me sad. Can I add animation events? Oh, fuck yes, I can. That is sweet. I could add slow-mo and, yeah. Okay, so I'll come back to that in a moment. But basically I can slow down and speed up time with the animations this way, manually. So what I want to do is I want to create a way, what do I want here? I want on the move action, move, so right now the move action will respond to animation keyframes and slow down and speed up time. Let me see here. I think this is it. Move action. No. What is it? Oh no, it's melee action that I put that in. That's right. Melee, melee. So it randomly, right now it's randomly going to whatchamacallit, it's going to slow it down based off of the value sent in randomly. Let me think here. Time scale. For now, I just want it to always do it. We're going to get rid of the randomization. So we can send in a float. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Actually, what we're going to do is rename this guy. Or why don't we just animation event args. And that's going to be, oh yeah, I got this for everything. So how does that work? Can I use multiple values from an animation event? Unity animation event examples. All right, so these fields allow you to specify the name of the function you want to call and the value of the parameter you want to pass to it. Can you do more than one parameter? That's my string s. Kind of sparse there. As a component to a whale object. I want to see if you can pass multiple parameters. There, okay. Someone's already asked it. I guess I should just ask that first. Ah. TikTok getting banned? But boy, it feels like it. Such a weird thing for them to be focusing on. There's so much other crap going on. Let's How you doing, Don? Create a scriptable object. Add it to the function as a single parameter. Animation event. So I didn't need to make my own. Oops. All right, so that should fix all that, and now I probably have a bunch of errors. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Flow parameter, sweet. String. All right. So I made my own frickin' event arguments for this, but I didn't realize that this existed. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that. My goal is to, oops,